All right, so what we have here is something a little special. It's an albino crayfish, which apparently are relatively rare. I don't know how rare, but they're supposed to be one of the more rare varieties. So he's one of the first residents of the new freshwater tank. I say one of the first, so there is a gourami and a couple of cloud minnows and a few snails, just to see how they get along. I don't want to overload the tank, so I'm slowly getting creatures, you know, one by one, and just introducing them, just so we don't have an overload, a bio overload. There's also plants in the tank, so we're getting things set up. Those are jungle val. So just a little bit of everything. So we just want to see how things develop. I've heard a lot of different things about the crayfish and compatibility. A lot of them say that the crayfish are aggressive and will hunt inverts, so we're just gonna see if they get along or not. Some say they do, some say they don't. Others say they're not even plant safe, and then other people say they are. So, you know, there's only one way to find out for sure, and that's just to keep them. You can listen to what other people say, and I generally do, but when there's so much conflicting information, like, where do you go, right? I had a great opportunity to get this little guy. I think crayfish look amazing. And so now it's just a compatibility test. So we'll just see how well they do in this tank. There's not a whole lot of victims right now, so it's a good time to test. To be honest, I really hope he leaves the plants alone more than anything else. Because they're real, and I would like to get the plants growing to create a good ecosystem here. And I hope he can be part of that little ecosystem. He is pretty cool. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I like his features. I just like how they look. So anyway, like I said, it's just going to be a matter of a test. The fish that I do have are at least almost, I mean, they're either fast or his size, so I'm hoping that that'll help them. As for the snails, we're just gonna have to see if they get along. I plan to make sure they're well fed, so hopefully it won't come down to that, and he'll just prefer the easier food. Time will tell. So anyway, guys, this is the albino crayfish in all his glory. And I'm glad I could get a video before he hides behind something I never see him again. Joke's on him though, this tank only has so many hiding spots. So, although there are places and crevices for him to hide, most are still accessible to a camera. So, I want to be able to observe and see how this little family's getting on. So, anyway, like I said, the albino crayfish.